My name's Stefan Maier. I'm a composer from Vancouver, Canada. I grew up playing in bands, some metal bands, some punk bands, this kind of thing. I've always kind of gravitated towards extreme music. Yeah, especially in high school, hearing noise music for the first time really kind of changed my life. Then, quite unexpectedly, I found myself in a conservatory. I ended up getting an undergraduate degree in guitar and composition from the University of Victoria in Canada. I don't necessarily put all of my efforts just into composing scores. I perform a lot. Performing live electronics is a big part of my life. I would say that half of the time I'm either working on live sets or I'm working on pieces for ensembles. The piece is called Rare Earth. It's for Vicky, Chow, and myself. Vicky's playing prepared piano. I'm playing modular synthesizer. The title of the piece derives its name from rare earth metals, which are these different metals which are oftentimes used in consumer electronics, and especially like digital technologies like MacBook Pros, iPhones, this kind of thing. Basically, the piece is about this mine in northern British Columbia where a lot of these rare earth metals were extracted. The mine was shut down though because these rare earth metals, they create a lot of dust, and it got in the lungs of these miners, and basically due to negligence they shut this down and they shut the mine down as well. It's funny, this piece had a very interesting history for me in terms of the way that I wrote it. Like, I've been thinking about this piece for years in a way. A friend and I visited this town where this mine was that I mentioned earlier, like in 2013. I've been thinking about this abandoned town and these fibers of these rare earth metals in these miners' lungs, and it's kind of stuck with me. I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, I want to write something about this. And then I don't know, there were a few months where I was playing around with my synthesizer. I wasn't really satisfied with what I was getting. I literally sat down and I improvised and I recorded it, and I was really happy with the way that it kind of flowed. And then I just started piecing it together after that. I started adding to this improvisation. So it's a 26-minute piece, so it was a 26-minute improvisation. And then I started to kind of, tweak it a little bit, learn how to play it really well. I think that there are a lot of field recordings from this town, where this mine is. There are a lot of recordings, archival recordings of miners who used to work in the town. There are fragmentary voices. There are also radio recordings that I did in the town. So everything is kind of like about this mine that produced these minerals. There are even recordings of me like taking some of these rare earth metals and kind of like scrunching them around. Like, I mean, so much of the work is just like specifically about this mine and this process of like extracting minerals from the earth that then become these kind of these media, these ephemeral digital media.